What's going on, guys? Stevie from the Minimasters here, and today we are testing, yes, the K&N cold air intake to see if it's actually worth $300+. So probably one of the first modifications you want to do on your vehicle is to slap a cold air intake on there because somebody told you it was going to give you nice, easy horsepower with a simple bolt-on. And hey, when you're new to a car, who doesn't like a simple bolt-on? And you know what? There's forum posts and everybody says it should work and yada, 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 and so on and so forth, until you read a little bit further and you find those few people that say, you know what? It only gives you a few horsepower, and at $300, really not worth it. So you hesitate. So today, we're going to put it on the dyno, and we're actually going to see if it's worth your money and your time. So let's get started.
All right, guys, so here is the infamous K&N air intake here. Basic principle, a smooth, wide tube that goes to a very large cone filter. Simplest thing you'll ever bolt up to your vehicle. And it comes with a nice little printout here that says it should make 10 horsepower and 12 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you remember last time when we tested just the regular filter, a K&N filter gave us 5 horsepower and 3 foot-pounds of torque. Now, this morning, we actually warmed the vehicle up with the K&N filter in, and of course, we were given 153 and actually a surprising 231 foot-pounds of torque. So those are the numbers to beat. Let's get this thing tested. All right, guys, so here we are. We just ran our dyno runs, and I mean runs because we ran 2. So here's the first one, the cold air intake, and we actually lost 1 horsepower and we lost 1 torque. Now we ran a second because the symptoms showed that it went lean. So the cold air intake is bringing more air into the intake, but it's not getting enough fuel. So we ran a second run here while spraying starting fluid into the intake in the hopes that we could make up for that fluid loss, and we were actually able to make it run rich or close to it. And this is actually our number. So it actually dropped even further in both horsepower and torque. Quite miserable. Now, of course, the dyno tech said this could be a symptom of other problems with the engine, which could be at 224,000 miles, the injectors could be old, clogged, whatever, not working properly or up to spec. There could be a fuel pressure problem, in which case the fuel pressure regulator is not putting out enough fuel. So he said you could remedy these by fixing those 2 and possibly make this thing work. Now, of course, previous to this, all the runs were fine with all the other mods we had. No, we didn't have a fuel problem. So in my opinion, if you have to make adjustments to your fuel management system in order to make this product work, which remember, K&N air, the cold air intake says you don't have to change anything, just bolt the thing on. It's total junk. For $340 and it says you should bolt on and it should make power, and it doesn't, you have to change other things to make it work, that is absolute junk. So anyway, guys, it's up to you. We probably could test this thing and actually make that horsepower, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, guys, hit the subscribe icon over here. Check out some of my other videos. I'm Stevie from the Minimasters. Thanks for watching.